like the sun is barely coming in and it looks super washed out, but that's okay. Today I have a live swatch and review, and of course I'm going to share pictures with you guys and talk about the formula on the ORLY Retrowave collection, which is the summer collection. I get the ORLY Color Pass. My husband got it for me for Christmas as a gift, and so I get 4 collections for the year, this one being one of them. This month we got a hand sanitizer. So ORLY sends some extra goodies in the package along with the nail polishes. This month it was a hand sanitizer, which I think was really nice considering hand sanitizer is pretty much sold out in a lot of places, especially in the little spray form, which is how I like to carry it in my purse, and I always carry a spray hand sanitizer. I gotta say, I sprayed this the day of that I got it, and it smells like 100% alcohol. The smell is not the best. It does the job though, so I'm super thankful for that. But what I think I'm gonna do with this one is add a little bit of glycerin and even a little bit of essential oil to get this smelling a little bit better, because the scent is just a little bit strong. But I'm super thankful to have received this. So let's get on into the live swatch and review. Editing Diana jumping in here. I just finished editing this video and I'm getting ready to upload it. There is a sparing but very annoying static sound throughout the voiceover portion of this video that I cannot get rid of. I've tried re-recording those portions several times and totally failed. I think at this point it's just my headphones failing me and I don't have a good quality microphone. So I hope it's not as annoying to you as it is to me, and it doesn't distract from the review portion of the video. It is a little bit more obvious if you're listening to this video with headphones, so just be mindful of that. So with all of that being said, just know that I'm aware of it, not much I can do about it, but I hope you guys still enjoy it. I am going to start off with this neon yellow cream, which is what is labeled as on ORLY's website. This one is called Oh Snap. On the first application, it is a little bit streaky, but considering it's a neon yellow, it is not as streaky as I initially expected it to be. It still has a good formula. I did find myself having to remove quite a bit of the polish off of the brush so that I wouldn't get any flooding. At second coat, I go in with a thicker layer. So my first coat, I like to go in with a thinner amount of polish. Second coat, I do load up a little bit more, and then on my third coat, I lessen the amount of polish that I have on my brush. So for me, at 2 coats, it does build up, but at 3 coats, it gets completely opaque, and I think it looks really beautiful and super vibrant. But I thought I would also apply this over top of a white. For the swatch pictures, I did 2 coats of a white and 2 thin coats of Oh Snap to get Oh Snap even and opaque over the white. But this time around for the live swatches, I did 2 coats of the white and just 1 coat, thicker coat of Oh Snap, and it looked even, it looked opaque, and it looks so beautiful. So for swatch pictures here, you're seeing Oh Snap by itself at 3 coats, and I think this color is so beautiful and it's going to be awesome for the summer. But I'm also sharing with you guys Oh Snap over top of the white. Very slight difference though, not too much really. If I'm gonna wear it moving forward, when I wear it moving forward, I'm gonna wear it by itself because I think it's vibrant enough on its own. Moving on to Hot Pursuit, and Hot Pursuit on ORLY's website is described as a hot red coral cream, which I 100% agree with because this color is very vibrant. Although I feel like from comparing to the clips that I'm sharing with you guys here, I feel like in person I see a little bit more salmon, like it has a little bit more pink in it. Either way, the formula is really good. First application, it's not fully opaque, but it's pretty smooth. There's no streakiness, there's no patchiness. At second coat, it does build up really nicely. And I feel like if you maybe go in with a much thicker second coat, you may be able to get this opaque at 2 coats. I just like going in with thinner layers. So for me, at 3 coats, it does build up really nicely. It's a very easy formula. This is one, though, that does dry just a hair darker than what you're seeing here on camera. And it is one that dries to more of a demi-matte finish. So you will need a glossy top coat for this one. So what you're seeing here in swatch pictures is 3 full coats of Hot Pursuit. Going into Far Out, this one on Orly's website is described as a cornflower blue cream. It's pretty straight out. I do wish I had that cornflower blue they released years ago so that I had it here to compare, but I don't have it. So first coat here, not gonna lie, it's a little streaky, it's a little bit patchy, and if you see here, I kind of go over the same areas more than once, and it has the tendency to lift the color. So I kept that in mind for my second coat and trying not to do as many strokes, but I felt like the second application was a little bit easier. And so for me, it got completely opaque at 2 coats. But again, that was me keeping in mind not to overwork this polish. Otherwise, it could have the tendency to lift, and I did not want to have that issue. So that aside, I think this color is really beautiful, and I was able to get it opaque at 2 coats. This color pops like against my skin tone, but in such a good way. It looks really, really beautiful. I love it. Next, I have So Fly, and So Fly on Orly's website is described as a neon green cream. In person, this has, like, I see a little bit more white and a little bit more yellow, and it makes it even more vibrant on the nails. I think this is really beautiful. So at first coat here, it is a little bit, as I'm applying it, a little bit streaky. In the end, once everything dries down, though, I see a little bit of patches, but quite frankly, this is, compared to any other neon green that I have tried in the past, none of them have looked this good at first coat. It's such an awesome neon green. I love it. Second coat does build it up to full opacity for me, and I go in with a good amount of polish. It's not too much and it's not too little, but what I also like to do is lighten up the pressure of the brush against the nail so that I'm not disturbing any layers underneath it. And the last couple of times that I've applied this polish, I've been able to get it opaque at 2 coats, which is unheard of. I've never tried another neon green that gets opaque at 2 coats, and that has this good of a formula. But I am applying 1 coat of So Fly over top of the white just to show you, and it does brighten up a little bit. Not too huge of a difference, and to be honest with you, like I've mentioned, I'm very lazy with neon, so usually if I can get them opaque on their own, I'll wear them by themselves, and to me the difference is not all that major. To wear by itself, I think it still looks really beautiful, it looks very vibrant, and I only need 2 coats for this, so it's kind of a no-brainer for me. So swatch pictures, you saw 2 coats of So Fly by itself, but I'm also sharing with you guys So Fly with a white base under it, and I think it looks equally as beautiful. I guess it just depends on you and your preference, and then here's a comparison between the two. PSYCH is the next one in line. This one on Orly's website is described as a deep burgundy cream. I see a little berry in this as well, though, and I also feel like it has a little bit of dustiness to it. So first coat is really good. It's pretty even for the most part. I did feel like if I went over a spot a little bit too much, it almost left a little bit of a bare spot. But I didn't feel like it had a fussy formula or like I had to be extra careful with this one. At second coat, this one does get fully opaque. This is one that I feel like it dries a little bit dull, so you'll need a really good glossy top coat. In the end, this is not a color that I would gravitate towards during the summer. It's just not a color for me, but I think it's really beautiful, and it is one that I would reach for mainly during the fall and the winter. So on swatch pictures here, what you guys are seeing is 2 full coats of PSYCH. And the last one out of the collection is Gotta Bounce. This one on Orly's website is described as a denim blue cream. And much like PSYCH, this one is a little bit on the dusty side as well. Out of all of the polishes within this collection, this is the best formulated one. And I'm going to call this a 1 to 2 coater because I think, number 1, it depends on the length of your nails. Number 2, it also depends on your application. The first time around, I had a few bare spots, maybe a couple bare spots on the first coat. Although not too noticeable, they were there. This second time around when I'm doing the live swatch, I was able to get it opaque at 1 coat, but I never do anything less than 2 coats. So very similar to the other polishes in this collection, I had to remind myself to remove the excess off of the brush because Orly's brushes are on the wider side. They do tend to pick up a little extra polish. So to avoid flooding, I just had to remind myself to remove the excess. So what you're seeing here is 2 full coats of Gotta Bounce. This orally review video is a little bit different from previous videos because I'm going to include a little bit of nail art. I don't usually do a lot of nail art because it's not within my strength, but I felt super inspired by all these colors and I'm super happy with how these turned out. So I am using 4 of the colors from the collection. I'm using Hot Pursuit, So Fly, Far Out, and Gotta Bounce. And I am starting off with a base here, which is going to be Hot Pursuit. I'm only adding 2 coats of this because I don't need it to be fully opaque, since I'm adding additional colors over top of it, but I do let this fully dry. Before going in with the additional colors, I do make sure to wipe off the excess off of the brush so I don't create any flooding. And the first color I go in with is So Fly. Only using the brush. The best part is you don't need any tools. And I'm just creating a line with the brush down the side of the nail. This is going to be my longest line. The next color is Far Out, and this line is going to be a little bit shorter than So Fly, but it's going to overlap it a little bit as well. Again, I am applying maybe a couple coats wherever I feel like I need it, if it's not as opaque as I would like it, because I don't want any bare spots to be super visible. And then the last and the shortest line is going to be Gotta Bounce. Quick tip here, let each color dry at least partially before going in with an additional color. Otherwise you're applying wet polish onto more wet polish, and that's just going to create a mess. Here I'm showing you guys me doing this nail art with my non-dominant hand, just to show you guys how easy this was to put together. All I needed to do that was a little bit different is, number 1, take a little bit more of my time just to steady my hand and just be a little bit more focused. But it was so easy to put together, and my favorite part about this entire nail art is that I did not need any additional tools. The brushes of Orly are perfectly rounded, so it just creates a perfect rounded edge of the little scallop look. Here I'm just showing you what it looks like with a glossy top coat and a matte top coat, and I think it looks really great both ways. But I ended up wearing this manicure with the matte top coat because I am obsessed with the matte finish and I think it looks super awesome. So sharing with you guys final pictures of how the nail art turned out, and I'm really happy with it. I think all of these colors work really great. They're very cohesive, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the fact that I incorporated some nail art in my videos, because I never do that. This is the first time ever. Overall, I really enjoyed this entire collection. I think it's really beautiful, including the darker shades in this collection. Although for me, these are not colors that I gravitate towards for the summer. I think they're beautiful and they would make really nice bases, maybe if you're into nail art, for some of the brighter shades. And if I don't get to wear them during the summer, really I'll pull them for the fall and the winter, because I'm totally into colors like these. But my favorite, and this goes without saying, I think it's pretty obvious, and I'm sure this is going to be a lot of people's favorites, So Fly just is so beautiful. The color is insanely gorgeous, but not just that, this was a 2-coater the last couple of times that I've applied it, and for me that is unheard of. With any kind of lime neon greens that I've tried in the past, none have ever taken 2 coats, and they always have just such a tricky formula when it comes to application, to where I feel like this one doesn't. I think that if you're not overly careful, you may require a 3rd, but again, the last couple of times for me, this has been a 2-coater. With all of that being said, I am very excited and actually really nervous. I always get nervous when I'm doing a giveaway. I'm going to be doing a giveaway and it's going to be opened up to everybody. And I think that's what makes me more excited and more nervous, because in the past I've only done giveaways for US and Canada only, but I want to be able to open it up to everybody. I was talking to one of my friends and trying to get advice as to how to go about this, and she gave me really great tips and great advice, and I think the route that I'm going to take is through a PayPal giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away $50 US via PayPal, so you'll need to have a PayPal account for that. $50 was a really happy medium, because some websites have the entire collection listed for $30, like beyondpolish.com, which I mentioned on Instagram, for instance. So the funds will not only cover the entire collection plus shipping, which is really great, but Orly, for example, has the collection listed for $57, so at least the funds will cover majority of the cost of the collection. collection. And really and honestly, you don't even have to buy this collection if you're not into it. You can buy whatever you want. It's really up to you. I just wanted to do a giveaway and just say thank you to everybody. So rules, you do need to be subscribed to this channel. Obviously, if your account is on private, I cannot see that you are subscribed, so you'll need to remove the privacy, at least for the day that I'm making the selection. You'll need to comment down below that you want to enter the giveaway. Please be very clear, because it's very transparent and it's fair to everybody that does clarify that they want to enter the giveaway. You saying I would like to have the polishes, or these are beautiful polishes, that doesn't tell me that you want to enter. So clarify that you want to enter the giveaway. The giveaway is going to be open for an entire week, so it starts the day this video uploads, and I'm gonna leave it open for an entire week. This way it gives ample time for everybody to have a chance to watch the video and make a comment down below. As usual, I'm not tagging this video as a giveaway. I'm also not going to be labeling it in the title at all, because I want those of you that actually watch the videos to have an opportunity to win. I will announce the winner 1 or 2 days later, just to kind of depends on my schedule and how everything's going. But I always upload a video. I input everybody's name into the computer and would do this little turn wheel thing, and it'll shuffle between everybody's names, and you guys get to see that as well, and it'll pick the winner. So not only am I gonna be surprised, but the winner will be surprised along with me. So that's always really exciting. Best of luck to everybody that is entering this giveaway. I'm really excited. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.